Okay, got an inquiry today from one of my regular viewers. He says, "Hey Nick, just a quick question for your Q&A series. Since you're now a qualified nutritionist, can you give me your opinion on the paleo diet and the ketogenic diet? Both are extremely meat heavy and claim to cure ailments by doing so. I've tried both in the past and the results were less than stellar. I genuinely feel healthier with less animal products in my diet and will be experimenting with veganism in the new year. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the paleo and keto diets and how they compare in health to veganism." Okay, now the number of health problems that a high vegetarian diet can help with is massive. The number of health problems that a paleo diet or a keto diet can help with is very, very narrow. Okay? I mean, if you're like seriously grossly overweight, you might want to do something like a fat-burning ketogenic diet because that changes your entire physiology. So you stop being a carb burner and you start becoming a fat burner. And so therefore that can, sort of like really draw in your waistline. But in doing so, you could be damaging your other internal organs in the process. Michael Greger from Nutrition Facts has recently put out a video suggesting that a high meat diet is just as bad as putting lots of sugar in your body when it comes to your insulin levels. Because meat, be it chicken or beef or fish, and sugar both severely raise your insulin levels because of the way it affects your body. The more 21st century science that comes out, the more it seems to imply that things such as dairy, eggs, meat, fish, poultry is probably something you want to cut right down in your diet, and there's much more positive science, and I mean hard science, which seems to justify the actual vegan diet with some extra supplementation here and there. Alright, plus maybe any extra thing you want to do to sort of like hype up your nutritional intake, such as juicing, smoothies and all the rest of that. The health benefits of the paleo diet are kind of like not major and massive. As far as like your test levels are concerned, you will probably again be better off with something like a vegan diet, but of course doing that with training to help your body to get used to using the calories that you're taking on board. And of course you can get like protein powders which are vegan as well if you wanted that. But having a high protein intake is also a very big strain upon your internal organs. If you want to develop muscle, go and do it. But be aware that the more protein you put in your body on top of everything you're already getting from your vegetables, the more you could be damaging yourself. I've been reading a lot from the Gerson diet at the moment, or not the Gerson diet, the Gerson therapy, I should say. And that's been quite interesting and enlightening, especially when it comes to talk of detoxification, which is something that the standard medical profession sort of like doesn't, talk about much. And there was one section in that book which pointed out that out of all of the spontaneous remissions of cancers, the people who had their spontaneous remissions, they were all doing detoxification programs, including like the colonic cleansing, saunas and all the rest of that kind of stuff, including fasting as well. So a vegan diet could help you because it will provide you with some caloric restriction. It can help you in lots of ways, and especially in terms of the quality of nutrients you're getting into your body. And also, the more I find out, the more I'm recognizing that organic has to be the way forward with everything, because you're putting more, the more conventional fruit and vegetables you have, the more you're putting an extra strain upon your internal organs, and all that crap is like accumulating in your body, in your fatty tissue, in your internal organs. It's putting more strain upon your liver, and that's no good at all. And so you might want to even think about working out a liver cleansing protocol, one that actually works, not the olive oil and Epsom salts one. That's stupid. Okay, that's daft. But there's herbal versions, and of course there's colon cleansing and enema versions, coffee enemas, that sort of thing, which can also help to improve the health of the liver, as well as by extension all the rest of the body as you remove more and more toxins which have accumulated just through eating shit. which we all do, okay? And then there's of course the issue of food addictions. The more you move towards veganism, the more you'll start to get, you know, a recognition that you have some kind of food addiction going on with you, whether it's to, I mean, I shouldn't have Doritos anyway because they've got like sugar in them, they've got dairy products, I've got reactions to those, but I've got this like drug-like craving for certain varieties of Doritos, and that's very difficult for me to fight off. But as I say, the more you purify the diet and get better and healthier, the food addictions will come to the fore, and you'll start having like, you know, you see like a Mars bar and go, oh my God, I've got to have it, you know, that sort of thing going on. And that could be due to a candida or similar issue in your digestive tract, which you'll then need to sort of like work out through discipline and work out what particular fungus, virus or whatever it is you got inside yourself and how to actually control that. Sorry, not virus, it would be fungus or bacteria or some other thing, with herbs and with different forms of even food products like extra virgin coconut oil, which can help to cut down the presence of, let's say, yeast spores inside your body. And there's all kinds of other fun things that you can look into as well. But when thinking about your question, it depends upon what health problems you've got. Now, I've seen you on video before. You don't really strike me as someone who's got a big bad weight problem. So why would you want to look at paleo and keto when right now you may need to just think about feeding the health of your bodily tissues with the right levels of vitamins and minerals, and going onto like an online database and then maybe typing in all your food choices and working out what you're high in, what you're low in, what you need supplements and the rest of that might be a better solution for you. And yeah, vegetarian and veganism really does seem to be not just healthy, but like a very good baseline upon which you can build everything else, including your immune system and the health of all of your internal organs. So that's my tips for today. Let's try and simplify it. Go organic if you can. Try and go very, very high in terms of your vegetables. Have fresh fruit as well. And have a good quality balanced diet. I mean, there's not, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with having a bit of meat once in a while, or a bit of fish, or a bit of whatever, but try and make sure it's organic if you can, and try and like reduce when you have it. Let's say you have it once a month, you know, something like that, just as a treat or an extra boost, because it can take like about 2 weeks for your circulation to be healed after having some meat products, because there's all the cholesterol, there's all the extra protein, and the body needs to deal with it, because the body gets its protein mainly from the building blocks, the amino acids, and the amino acids are in the plants. If you take protein into you, you've got to break down the protein into the amino acids first, and then you've got to turn that back into the protein that makes up your body. So it's a longer process, which is actually less energy efficient. Okay, obviously B vitamins, B12 is something which is important, so you'll have to have extra food products which you buy in, which will have fortification with B12, because otherwise you're going to get B12 deficient, or you buy your B vitamin supplements, and you know, play with it. But yeah, generally speaking, although I do like meat, I do like fish, I do love chicken, I'm focusing much more on the vegetables, the healthy grains and the seeds like quinoa and all the rest of that, because that's what I want to do. I want to try and clean the body and save myself of any extra diseases in the future. There you go.